Stop, in the name of him.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Ocular Max Navigant. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging right up front. Here we have a lovely piece of artwork of Navigant. His name is Navigant. He is the Interceptor. On this side we have Navigant. On this side we have Navigant. Up top we have Navigant. On the bottom, words, things, barcodes. On the back of the box, obligatory product shots. You do have a tech spec card. There you have the bio if you want to read it. And the cool thing is you also get a little decoder here, so you can take a look at your tech specs. Yay for decoders. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included, that totally knocked stuff over. Also included is the collector's card with another nice image there of Navigant. And on the back, you have that bio again on the tech specs. If that interests you, hooray for cards. And moving right along, here we have Navigant, and this is the next component of Ocular Max's Maximus Pro, their Defensor, and this is their take on Streetwise. And here he is in his robot mode. He is packed in robot mode and looks quite good, in my opinion. But let's get in close here so we can take a look not at that ab, but at that noggin. There's the noggin. And a nicely done head sculpt, in my opinion. Nice metallic blue there for the visor. Got some red in there as well. But all in all, a good looking head sculpt as far as I'm concerned. You got the big windshield chest going on there. And the wheels on the side go round and round, round and round, round and round. Not a whole lot to them, just a lot of like a light gray. You got some red there for the thighs. And they have kind of the back side of the car becomes his legs, his toesies. And moving up the back, you got some details here picked out in silver. Then you have the Navigant booty. You can see very clean transformation. All in all, looks quite good, as far as I'm concerned anyway. Now, articulation-wise, the head can do a full 360. He can look all the way up, do total squirrel. Can do total squirrel, not so much down. Arms can do a full 360. They can move in and out. You got bicep rotation. You do have a double jointed elbow, so you have a nice range of movement there. You do have wrist rotation. The hands are posable. The thumb is on a ball joint at the base, moves up and down, rotates, all that good stuff. And each finger is just on a hinge at the base. You do have waist rotation. You also have an ab crunch. So you can get some good crunchage going on there. Of course, you can move these little skirt panels out of the way. Get all that out of the way. Butt plates and everything. So the legs can move forward that far, back that far, outward, full splits, and a little extra. You get thigh rotation. Single jointed knee, you get 90 degrees of bend out of it as far as the feet go. The toes can move up, they can move down, and you have some ankle tiltage. And I like how this works because you have this panel here that actually connects to his foot. When you move the toe, that whole thing will move as one piece. So some very clever engineering there to make that happen. Now, as far as accessories go, you don't get much. We get his little pistol here, just done in black. You can see a very simple design here. And you can just plug that into his hand. You just have a tab here that just goes into a notch in the base of his palm. Wrap his fingers around it, and he holds it very securely, and you can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang, and all of that good stuff right there. And you also get noggin options, so if you don't like the just the regular kind of stern, serious face, you can give him a happy face. You can be smiling, happy Streetwise, or he can be angry or constipated Streetwise, depending on your point of view. And head's very easy to swap, just on a ball joint. Just give it a tug, decapitate him, and then pop new head back on, and there you go. Now he is angry and or constipated. Hooray for constipation! Hooray! So there you have that, and now for comparison. Now, I don't own G1 Protectobots, so sorry, no precious comparison this time around, but I do have the Generation Toy version of Streetwise, so you can see how that works out. And here he is with the X-Transbots version of Streetwise. And yeah, this one, so much better. So much better. And here he is with Medicus, aka First Aid. So we can see how the team is starting to shape up, and they look quite good together. And of course, here he is with MP44 Optimus Prime. So there you go. So that is basically it for the robot mode. Looks pretty good. My only real critique about the robot mode is just I think he has too much forearm. There's too much forearm going on here. It's supposed to be like 50-50. It's more like 70-30. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. But hey, I like him. I think the design, I think they did a pretty good job here on the robot mode. Nice and clean. But let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's! So first we're going to start off with his arms. Now what you're going to do here is you're going to open up this panel. There's this tiny little panel here that you're just going to flip in. You're then going to rotate his hand 180. Then you're going to take this panel right here and just slide it forward. And then you're going to flip the hand in. You want his fingers open. You want the thumb down, but you want his fingers open. And that's just going to sit in there like so. And then you just bring that up. And he's like, here, I'll hold that for you. So you got that done. And then you just take this section here, rotate it around. I always rotate it the wrong way. Other way. Rotate it this way, and it'll just swoop itself into place. And there you have that side all done. Second verse is just like the first. Just open that up, flip that in, rotate the hand, slide that forward, make sure the fingers are open, flip that hand in. Here, I'll hold that for you. Rotate, I always do it the wrong way. Rotate it around like so, and there you have that all situated. Next up is the chestial region. You're just going to untab this and then untab his belly also. Just bring all of that down. You're going to take this section here, rotate it all the way around, and that will just tab in right there. Take the light bar, rotate that 180 like so. This little faux section of hood, you're just going to flip in under the windshield. Then you're just going to take this entire assembly and rotate it 180 and just leave that hanging out for now. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take his head, we're going to angle it all the way back into full squirrel mode and then rotate it 180. We're going to take this whole back section here, untab it, bring it out. You have these front bumper sections here, which you're going to rotate in like that, and then all of this will just rotate up to finish that off. There we go. Like so. And then you're just going to pull this whole section out. It's going to bring his head with it. All that will just come down, and that will just sit up and over his head. And you're just going to leave that hanging out there for now. Next up, you're going to disengage the shoulder pieces from these supports here. All you got to do is just pull them out. They'll just pop out. Just bring that little support piece down. Same thing here. Just pull that out. Just flip that down. Once you've done that, you're going to rotate the arms up. Rotate the arms up, and you're going to bring all this down. You have tab slot connection, and you also have a tab slot connection right here. Just bring all that in. Push it all together. Get all nice and squozen, and that's what you will end up with. Next thing we're going to do is just bring all this up. The head will end up in between the arms, so just kind of pull these out a little bit, just so you can get that clearance. Get it all squozen back together, and then this will all just rise up. That will tab in right there on either side. Now the hood itself has two tabs that will go into two slots under here. You just kind of push it up and in, and that'll just snap into place right there. And you got the front of the car all done. And now we're going to move on to the lower body. So we're just going to rotate his waist 180, and we can start working on his legs. So what we're going to do here is we're going to open up this panel, open it up all the way. Then we're going to flip this panel out. There's a little tab slot, little notch right there. So just straighten that out and leave that hanging out right there. You're going to take this section here with his foot. You're going to bring that in. Point the toe down, and this is just going to rotate up and tuck up in there. Then you're going to grab the door, This is just going to pull out. You got a side view mirror here that's just going to flip out, like so. You can just bring that out like that. Then you can take this, close it up, make sure that it is sitting flush. And you're just going to take this entire assembly, you're going to rotate it up at this hinge here. So rotate this all the way up and over. You have this little panel here, make sure that that's it's pushed in and sitting flush. And once you've done that, you're going to close this up. You have this long tab here that will go into this slot. And you also have a tab right here that's going to end up in this little notch right there. So we're going to situate this first. So just clip that in right there. Get that into position, and then that will just drop in and sit right there like that. And guess what? We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Are you shocked? I know I am. So bring this out. Flip that out. Get that foot out. Toe. Swing it in. Swing it in. Bring that out. Flip out that side view mirror. Get that all out of the way. Rotates. Rotates. Oops, I forgot to close that up. Rotates. Now rotates. And just get that sitting all nice and flush. Again, this little panel here will come undone. So just put that back into place. Close all of this back up. Like so, snap it all into place. Now you can snap the two halves together. And just make sure that that sits in its little notch right there. And you got the back half of the car all situated. So now we're just going to finish up this whole section here. So you're just going to bring this down. You do have tabs right in here that will go into slots right in there. In here and in there. And just bring that windshield down, push it down, and if you have everything right, it should just drop right into place. Boom, and everything should sit nice and flush in there, like that. These armatures here with the doors, little tab slot connection there, you're just gonna kind of push it up. That'll just pop itself in. Close the door. The door's on a little bit of a slider, so slide it forward. And just click that into place. Same thing here, just pop that up. Close that up. Get it all nice and squozen. And there you go. There you have Navigant, aka Streetwise, in his alt. He has rubber tires. You can't really spin them, rubber tires. But there he is in his alt mode. But it looks good. A nice police car mode. I dig it. I can work with it. Looks quite nice. Let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You got some spots of orange in there. You got silver for the headlights. Orange there. You got silver for the rims. And the windshield and windows just done in black. Light bar done in a nice transparent red. You got the star right there. Got some red as well. In the back, you can see you got all the lights picked out in color. Even the tailpipe is picked out in silver. Overall looks quite good. There's the top, there's the bottom. There's no real visible robot parts whatsoever. Everything gets concealed very well. Again, you have rubber tires. He does roll as rolling things should. Nice and smooth roll. Just nice. It's like butter. Like butter. Like a big old stinking stick of butter. That's how buttery it is. But there you have that. And for comparison, here he is with the X-Transbots version of Streetwise. Here he is with the Generation Toy version. And of course, here he is with MP44 Optimus Prime. And here he is with Medicus. So we can see how the team is starting to take shape. And they look quite good together, so there you go. Now, as far as accessories go, yes, you can store his gun. Now, this isn't in the instructions, so I don't know if this is official. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But the little handle here can flip in, and all I've seen people do is just raise up this this section here, and there's space for it, and I've seen people just drop it in there and just close it back up, and you know, that's what I've seen as far as the storage goes. It's not the easiest thing to do because it does kind of want to get in the way. There you go. Have it. You're gonna have to have it sitting like towards the back, right there in the middle. There you go. Sit it right there. Again, don't know if this is official storage, but it's what I've seen people do. But hey, it's storage if you need storage. So that is basically it for the alt mode. He just wants to get up close and personal with you. That's all. He wants to say hi. He's saying hi. But let's get down to transformation again, shall we? I know that doesn't work. I don't know why I keep doing it. But now we are going to get down to combine mode. So to do that, what we're going to do is first we're going to open up the doors and make sure we untab this little armature here. Just pull that out like so. I love that there's a little notch here behind the door so you can get your fingernail in there. Makes opening doors a lot easier. Again, they come up with things that you would think more companies would think of. But anyway, notches. They're so helpful. But you do that and you want to undo all of this here. Raise this windshield up. Like so, and you do want to flip out this little faux piece of hood, like so. After you've done that, just get up under here and just pop up the hood, and just bring all of this down. Just leave that hanging out like that for now. You're then going to split the back, make sure this is out of your way. Just split this just enough so you can just kind of get up under here and you can pop these panels open. Pop that open. Once you do that, you can then tab it back together. That's just so you have the clearance to just kind of swing these bits out. So once you've done that, you're going to take this front bumper section here, and then you're just going to open them up like this, and then you're just going to bring all of this down, and that will sit right there. And then you just close these sections up around it, and that will sit just like that. So now what we're going to do with the arms here is you want to untab them. You want to bring it out to the side. You want to fold the elbow at this upper joint here. So let's bring that up, and you're going to have it sitting in that orientation. And you're going to come up under here. You're going to flip up this little section here. And then this little panel, you're just going to bend down to 90 degrees like that. Now this is going to swing in, and this will tab in right in there. So just swing that in, line it up, and tab that in like that. Now you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just unplug, swing that out to the side. Again, you want to fold it up at that upper joint. This upper joint is stiff. There we go. That will just sit in place like that, and get up under here. Bring that up, bring this down. This is quite tight also. Yo, there we go. And just swing that back in, tab it into place. And that's what you're going to end up with. Now you want to flip up this little connector piece here. There's a little tab here that will help you get it out. So just flip this up. Once you do that, now you can kind of get all this back together. So you can line up all those tabs and everything. Get everything all situated. All nice like that. Tab these doors. Get all these doors. All the doors back into place. And you have this little tab here that's not going to go into this little slot right there. And that will just line up like that. Get it all nice unsquozen back into place. And there you go. There you have Streetwise in his combine mode. And yeah, he's just a big old, turns into a big block of a shin. And that's pretty much it. He does not come with the foot. Obviously, the foot's going to come with hot spots, so that'll be part of his transformation. All Streetwise here does is just turn into a block for the shin. So there you go. A nice shin mode. So there you go. So there you have Navigant, and yeah, another nicely done figure here from Ocular Max. Another very well done figure here in this Defensor set. Yeah, really like him. The robot mode looks really good. The alt mode looks really good. You know, even the combine mode. I mean, he just kind of turns himself into like a blocky looking block of a car, but hey, it works. The transformation is enjoyable. It's fun. It's smooth. It's fluid. Very minimal, the most minimal of fiddle factor, but everything works. Very good engineering here. Ocular Max just knows how to engineer just some good intuitive transformations. I feel like that's definitely a strong suit for them. And other third-party companies need to take notes as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, all in all, a nicely done, solid figure here. And the team is coming along quite well. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of Ocular Max's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out the Maximus Pro playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Ocular Max Navigant. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek! Be proud. Palm in your face. Oh, Streetwise! It's a good thing I found you. There's some policing I need you to do. Okay, what's the problem? Last time I was in the kitchen, there were 4 pizza bagels. There used to be 5. Someone stole one of my pizza bagels. Okay, are you sure you didn't just eat one? All right! Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Oh man. You know what? You're good. You're good. Next time I have a problem, I am totally calling you. Your number's still 911? Alrighty then.